In the middle of high-stakes peace talks, the United States just lost its Director of National Intelligence. Tulsi Gabbard has stepped down. The official reason is personal. Her husband has been diagnosed with a rare form of bone cancer. However, reports from within the administration suggest she faced intense pressure over her opposition to a military conflict with Iran. She isn't the only departure. Joe Kent, the head of the National Counterterrorism Center, has also resigned. The turnover extends to the military. The Chief of Army Staff, General Randy George, was recently fired. Even members of the core legal team are leaving. Former Attorney General Pam Bondi is also off the list of active officials. The United States is attempting to project strength in the Middle East, while simultaneously removing the intelligence and military leadership required to execute that strategy. While these positions sit empty, the president is focused on a public feud with comedian Stephen Colbert. He is using his official accounts to circulate AI-generated videos targeting Colbert, prioritizing a media dispute over diplomatic coordination. This focus is causing friction within his own party. Republican lawmakers are now blocking the administration's signature immigration enforcement bills. The trigger for this pushback is a controversial anti-weaponization fund. Several Republican senators have openly criticized the measure, leading to a legislative standstill. Following a $10 billion dispute, the DOJ barred the IRS from investigating the president's family's past tax returns. This creates a separate set of rules, granting them immunity from the oversight applied to every other citizen. The American executive branch has shifted its focus inward, prioritizing domestic immunity and personal disputes over a unified foreign policy. In Tehran, the atmosphere is the exact opposite. Every night, massive crowds gather at Engelov Square. These rallies are designed to show public support for the government's current direction in the face of international pressure. Following the death of the supreme leader, his son, Mojtaba Khamenei, is seeing a surge in domestic popularity as he prepares to take his father's place. International mediators are trying to bridge the gap between these two worlds. Pakistani Army Chief Asim Munir has arrived in Tehran to facilitate a peace agreement. Meanwhile, the U.S. Secretary of State has taken an unconventional detour. Marco Rubio is currently in Calcutta, India, visiting the Missionaries of Charity. Mediators are attempting to broker an agreement between a state aggressively consolidating its power and an administration losing control over its own political base. Diplomatic efforts have reached a standstill. Iranian officials have confirmed that negotiations are currently deadlocked. The United Nations Secretary General suggests the primary roadblock is Washington, citing excessive demands and a reliance on pressure over diplomacy. Tehran sees no benefit in conceding to an administration that is fighting its own lawmakers and losing its intelligence heads. A final complication is the role of Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. Netanyahu's political survival is tied to the continuation of the war. Ending the conflict would likely mean facing the corruption charges currently waiting for him in court. Foreign policy is currently tied to the political and legal survival of individual leaders. For these negotiators, the end of their terms likely means facing the corruption cases currently stalled by their executive power.